Dear student, welcome back again in our today's session. So, as you can see that today I am going to discuss about on the topic plagiarism. In my previous lecture, we have already discussed about report writing, endnote, footnote, references, and bibliography. And in my present lecture, I am going to spoke about on the topic plagiarism. So first, we will understand the concept of plagiarism. What is plagiarism? So basically, if we talk about the plagiarism, so it is a kind of act of using someone else's work, ideas, or words without giving them proper credit and presenting them as your own work. It is like borrowing the something from a friend but pretending you got it yourself. So, in the context of writing, research, or academic work, plagiarism is a serious issue because it involves dishonesty and stealing someone else's intellectual work, intellectual property. So, overall, we can say that plagiarism and academic honesty are very crucial components of a publication ethics, ensuring the integrity, reliability, and credibility of scholarly work. Now, next, we are going to discuss about the forms of plagiarism. If we talk about the forms of plagiarism, so basically plagiarism is kind of an act of using someone else's works, ideas, or expression without proper acknowledgement, presenting them as a one's own. So it can occur in various forms, including direct plagiarism. Second one is self plagiarism. Third one is mosaic plagiarism. And the last one is accidental plagiarism. So let's understand one by one. If we talk about the direct plagiarism, so basically we can say that this is when someone copies another person's work exactly as it is, word for word, without using quotations, mark, or giving a proper credit to the original author. It is like copying someone's homework and pretending you didn't it yourself. This is called direct plagiarism. Now, the second one is self plagiarism. If we talk about the self plagiarism, so basically it generally occurs when you use your previous work like a paper or project again without telling anyone. Even though it is your own work, you still need to acknowledge that you have used it before. So this kind of forms is comes under the category of self plagiarism. Now, the third one is mosaic plagiarism. If we talk about the mosaic plagiarism, so this type involves taking up bits and pieces from a different sources, mixing them with your own words, but not using a quotation marks or a property crediting the original authors. It is like creating a patchwork quite of other people's ideas without saying where each piece came from. So this type of form is comes under the category of mosaic plagiarism. Now the last one is accidental plagiarism. If we talk about the accidental plagiarism, that means sometimes people might forget to cite a source or may not know how to paraphrase correctly. So even though it is unintentionally and it is still considered plagiarism because the original authors is not properly cited. So these are the forms of plagiarism. Now, the next, after discussing about the forms of plagiarism, next we are going to discuss about why is plagiarism wrong. Plagiarism is considered wrong for several reasons. So as you can see that the first one is dishonesty. Dishonesty means when you plagiarism, you are being a dishonest. You are pretending that someone else's work is your own, which is unfair, unethical, and to the original creator, and misleading to those who read your work. So basically, if we talk about the dishonesty, so when you plagiarize, you are not being truthful. You take someone else's work, like their own writing, ideas, or research, and pretend it is your own work. This is very unfair to the person who actually did the work because they don't get the credit. They deserve it. And it is also misleading to anyone who read your work because they think you came up with the ideas yourself when you didn't. So take an example of dishonesty. Like imagine if someone took credit for your hard work on a group project and didn't mention that you helped. That wouldn't feel fair, right? Right? So that's what happened. You plagiarize someone else's work. Now, the next and the second one is stealing. Stealing, that means plagiarism is like a stealing, but instead of taking someone's physical belongings, you are taking their intellectual property rights, like their ideas, words, or research finding, just as it's wrong to steal something like a phone or money. It is wrong to steal someone's creative work. Take an example. If you took a friend's art project and submitted it as your own work, that would be stealing. Plagiarism is the same kind of wrong, but with words and ideas instead of object. Now, the third one is lack of learning. So, if we talk about the lack of learning, when you plagiarize, you miss out on the learning process. Writing and researching are activities that help you think critically and develop your own ideas. If you just copy someone else's work, you don't get the chance to learn and grow. It is like skipping practices before a big game. You won't improve if you don't do the work yourself. Take an example. Just imagine trying to learn a new skill like playing a musical instrument. If you never practice on your own and just pretend you know how to play or copying someone else, you won't actually learn or get better. So the same thing happens when you plagiarize instead of doing your own research, writing your own research work. Now the last one is consequences. So if we talk about the consequences, that means plagiarize can lead to serious problems in schools. If you caught with a plagiarize, you might get a failing grade, be suspended, and or even be expelled, removed from the department. In the workplace, plagiarize can damage your reputations. People might not trust you anymore. You could also face a legal trouble if you do the unfair work or unethical work regarding the research work. Take examples. Think of it like cheating on a test. If you caught, you might get a zero, and your teacher might lose trust in you. So the same goes for the plagiarism. Once you caught, it can have a long lasting negative effects on your personality, on your educational career. So If we talk about the plagiarism, so plagiarism is the very unethical work. We should avoid the plagiarism in our research work. Now, next we are going to discuss about how to avoid plagiarism. So, avoiding plagiarism is about being honest and giving a credit where it is due. So, here are some simple tips. With the help of these tips, you can avoid the plagiarism in your work. So, the first one is, as you can see, that always cite your source. Whenever you use someone else's works, ideas, or work, make sure to cite the original source. This shows that you respect the original creator's work and being honest about where you get your information. So, if we talk about how to avoid plagiarism, so very simple tips. Whenever you use someone else's work, whether it is their words, ideas, or research, make sure to give them credit. This means including the information about where you got the material from, such as author's name, the title of the work, and the publication details. This shows the respect for the original creator and keeps your work honest. Now, the second one is use of quotation mark. So, if you copy a part of a text exactly as it is, put it in a quotation marks and include a citation. This clearly indicates that those are not your own work, but you are taken directly from the another source. Now, the third one is paraphrase properly. So, when you put someone else's ideas into your own words, make sure you truly rephrase them rather than just changing a few words here and there. So, even with paraphrasing, you need to credit the original source because the ideas still belong to someone else. Now, the last one is check your work. So before you submit or share your work, review it very carefully. Make sure you have been cited all sources correctly and have not unintentionally copied anything without giving a proper credit. So, by following these tips, you can ensure that your work is original and respect the contributions of others. So now the next we are going to discuss about consequences of plagiarism. So if we talk about the consequences of plagiarism, so as you can see that the first one is academic repercussions. So disciplinary actions such as a suspension or revocation of degrees. That means in simple ways we can say that if you are caught with the plagiarism in academic, you might face a serious consequences. This could include getting a failing grade on your assignments or course, being suspended, or even being expelled. In some cases, you might to also lose your degrees if it is a font that you plagiarized in your own work to earn it. Now, the second one is legal consequences. So, if we talk about the legal consequences, that means plagiarism can also lead to a legal problems. If you use someone else's work without permission, you could be sued for your breaking copyright laws. Copyright laws protect people's creative work like writing, music, or artwork. So, using it without permission can lead to a legal trouble. Now, the third one is reputational damage. So, reputational damage, that means plagiarism can harm your reputation. If others find out that you have plagiarized, they might not trust you or take your work seriously. This loss of trust can affect your future opportunities also, such as getting a jobs or advancing in your career, because people might be wary of working with someone who has a history of dishonesty. So this is all about plagiarism. So we should avoid the plagiarism in our work, in our research work, because it is a unethical. So thank you.